If you were to tell me soon after the release of Hi-Fi Rush that Tango Gameworks would be shut down, I'd think you were the biggest dumbass in the room. If you were to also tell me that after Redfall's release, Arcane Austin would not only be shut down, but also not be able to fix and release the promised heroes of Redfall, I'd think you were the most insane person in the room. If you're like me, viewer, you probably just heard the news that after the fiasco with PlayStation and Helldivers 2, $3 trillion company Microsoft, specifically Xbox, thought, how dare they steal the limelight for biggest dickhead game companies, let's fire back, and heard the tragic news of 4 studios under the Bethesda ZeniMax banner closed down, including Arcane Austin, Tango Gameworks, Alpha Dog Games, and Roundhouse Studios, with Roundhouse being absorbed into ZeniMax Online Studios to work on Elder Scrolls Online. This is truly one of the worst studio closure stories I've heard recently, and that's saying something when we just lost the studio behind Rollerdrome and Oli World, Roll7. And that's really saying something that a lot of people are more scared of now when it comes to these studio closures, that no matter how many awards you get and praise, it just doesn't even matter. Your studio may still get shut down. Since the news broke of the studio closures just not too long ago, I've been on Twitter checking the news since the announcement, and the goal some people have on there to say, well, Arcane Austin deserved it, Redfall sucked. Say what you will about Redfall, but Christ, please don't remember Arcane Austin just for that game, when they had given us some of the best games of our time. Dark Messiah, Dishonored 1, 2, Death of the Outsider, and Prey are well-beloved games that specifically games like Dishonored and Prey gave me some of the best memories I have in gaming. I was a wee lad when Dishonored came out and became an obsession for me so much that I remember trying to cosplay as Corvo one Halloween, but the closest thing I could get to his mask was a welder's mask I found in a person's roadside pickup. Prey was this huge change from Dishonored that I truly love so much, being one of the best immersive Zims I've ever played, and still to this day, if you haven't already played that fucking game, please play Prey. Arcane Austin will never be forgotten to me, and I truly want to thank them for the memories. I just hope that everyone is able to find jobs soon and I'm able to see their names in game credits sooner rather than later. And to people saying it was deserved, fuck you. None of these closures or layoffs are deserved at all. Aside from Arcane Austin shutting down, Tango Gameworks has to be the biggest fucking shock though, what with Xbox wanting more Japan studios working with them. And you think out of all the studios they'd want to keep around, it would be the Japan studio that they have acquired exclusively for themselves. Especially since that studio has made one of their most successful games, that being Hi-Fi Rush just recently. Being one of the first proper Xbox exclusives in a while, that was a major award wins hit and had over 4 million players either purchase or play the game on Game Pass. I mean, what fucking more could you need? But obviously the company is run by Mr. fucking Green and said, fuck you, not enough money for us to gamble away on more acquisitions. Not only did Tango work on Hi-Fi Rush, but Ghostwire Tokyo and Evil Within are also beloved games that are new IPs that could have become new faces for the Xbox brand. Finally, not just Master Chief or Forza Car. The worst part of it all is just seeing these people who just found out sharing their thoughts on Twitter, whether it's the director of Hi-Fi Rush and Evil Within 2, John Johannes, which is just fucking depressing to read through his tweet, and then also Harvey Smith from Arcane Austin. He's one of the original directors of Dishonored, and how fucking horrible, man, to just see people like this just be like, I just found out that my studio that I've worked at for years is closing down. Like, what the fuck? It's not just those two though, and it's because of greedy companies and fucking stupid business tactics that all this shit happens. Quality has been removed by these companies and their acquisitions for a long time now. It's all about the quick hits and quantity you get out, which I see Xbox has taken into effect a lot more with the recent purchase of Activision. Now, I know what you're thinking, we haven't really seen a full effect of Activision Blizzard games just yet under Xbox, but let me tell you, ever since they acquired it, things have most definitely changed when it comes to a view behind the scenes. And Xbox and whoever else is probably seeing that they'll make a shit ton more profit from a Call of Duty than they ever will with those 4 studios they've just closed down. And it obviously makes sense, clearly, since they must be so low on cash lately. fuck you. This is one of the biggest blunders I've seen from a studio company in ages, and it's such a big fuck up for Xbox. I haven't seen something this bad since the reveal of the Xbox One and their focus on fucking television. They have their showcase coming next month, and they could reveal a from the ground up remake of the original Gears trilogy or Brutal Legends 2, and I'd still think, hey, that's great. But remember when you guys closed down 4 of your studios, including an award-winning one, just last fucking year? I don't know how anyone can see this as a good thing for Xbox or the industry, and it worries me for whoever's next on the chopping board. I'd fucking die if I heard id or Obsidian were closed or Double Fine, but fuck me sideways, I just can't be shocked at this point, as it seems to be a long game of making games that last and not just making a game that's fun and entertaining for a short while until the next game from that studio. There just isn't really much else for me to say, since everyone has shared their 2 cents, whether it's on YouTube, Twitter, or etc. Everyone has shared their thoughts on this, but my god, I just had to really get my thoughts out there about this. There's a few more things to say to the studios closed down. Firstly, I really just want to say to those studios, thank you for everything. You've done your hard work and your games won't be unnoticed, and I truly wish everyone at these studios being affected right now the best future in gaming or wherever you go next. To Arcane Austin specifically, thank you for the games you've worked on since your creation, and I'll truly never forget your commitment to immersive sim games and fantastic FPS games. They've never left my memory since playing them, and I'll never forget them even after you're long gone. There's one more quick thing to talk about, and that's my next video. I heard this news when working on my latest video, and that was checking up on Redfall over a year later. And everything in the video, from the script and recording of gameplay, is pre-closing of Arcane Austin. I'm still going to be releasing the video, but as a spoiler for the video, I was harsh on Redfall. It's a video that was close to the finish line, but now with everything that's happened, I'm going to be readjusting the video to the closure that occurred with Arcane Austin, just to acknowledge this closure and everything else that has happened and seems to be ongoing. I don't think after this video is uploaded, the news is really going to be dying down with these closures, and that's a good thing. And I swear to fucking god, if there's a statement from Xbox saying it was a tough decision or some bullshit like that, I'll fucking lose my goddamn mind. Again though, thank you all so much for watching. This wasn't really the video that I was expecting to immediately do after having a little bit of a hiatus in my schedule of videos, but it's just, yeah, the timing of it all, I just had to share my 2 cents as well, just like everyone else's at the moment. It's another rambling video which I haven't done in a good while since like Jedi Survivor, and it's way less notes than I did for Jedi Survivor. Like when it comes to doing this video, I just kind of hit record and I had a couple things that I wanted to talk about, and that was really that for this video. And yeah, if I sound like I'm stumbling throughout the video here and there, I'm sorry about that. I just had just a lot to say in like the amount of time that I'm doing for this video. But yeah, like I said, new videos coming really soon. I don't know if it'll be the Redfall video, but if it isn't, then it will be something else coming really soon after. Other than that though, be sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video and want to keep up to date with videos. And while you're here, let me know your favorite moments from a game by these studios. Specifically, I'll never forget how much I loved my first mission as Corvo in Dishonored 1, and just discovering the multiple ways I could get through and randomly finding out side quests I could do that not only affected the quests of the game, but also just the main story itself. It was just truly amazing when I discovered that as a wee lad when I first played it. So like I said, let me know, viewer, and as always, thanks for watching. It's very much appreciated.
Hey, I can almost see right down the barrel.